everyone, Jacketing here. Today I'm not next to my car because for once I actually have something really exciting to show you guys. It's behind me in this big box, which you can probably see a little bit, peek through behind me in the logo. But before that, I just want to say thank you all very much for your support all over the season because it's been great. With your support and many of your help on trackside, I was able to get a podium, basically podium every single event. From this is third place in Mid-Ohio, third place in Gingerman, first in Audubon, third in Road Atlanta, and then second in Gingerman. So I think it was been a great season. We ended up third in the championship for HPD Plus, which is pretty great considering I went into the season with a stock car. So over the season we've had 3 separate suspensions set up, and now I'm going to introduce the 4th one for the upcoming 2018 season. Stance Suspension logo has very kindly joined me and decided to sponsor me for the upcoming season, which is awesome because I am desperately in need of a new set of suspensions, and their expertise and their know-how in this area is only going to help me. These are the same people who does most of the Formula Drift suspensions. They're also a lot of the HPD Plus cars, a lot of the time attack cars in Grid Life. I all used Grid Stance suspension, and I hope that I can bring them home some good results. And yeah, let's open up this box and see what's inside. This is pretty cool. A Toge Factory license plate holder. If only my license plate isn't held on with duct tape, I will use this. And 2 t-shirts. Got this one that says Stance Suspension, and the other TF Works. Lovely. I like. Now I'm going to try to go through some of the technical details that I've been told through a phone call last night from Dave, the lovely person who built all of this. The phone call was long and I have a full page of notes. Try and give you guys some technical details on what is all this, I guess, because I don't really have a clue either. So to start, on the front we have these. I guess these are the main springs, right? The bigger ones. So they're 14Ks and the rears are 12K. On my car right now, the setup is 10K at the front and 12 at the back. So the rears actually have the same spring rate, whereas the fronts are 4K stiffer. And I think that's going to help because my car currently has a lot of roll on the front. And if you notice down here, there are these smaller springs. I've been told they're called helper springs. What they do is actually help the car settle in once you install it in the car. Yeah, if you have a really stiff spring, sometimes you put it in the car immediately and it wouldn't settle. And when you don't settle it, the damper wouldn't have sufficient travel for it to work through. So that's what it does, give you a little more room for it to settle. Alright, for the valving of these shocks, these uses a type of piston called high flow digressive, which give you a lot of both low speed and high speed control. Since this is only a one-way adjustable, I can't really go separately adjust the rebound uncompression or the fancy 3-ways, which are the high speed, low speed, and then I don't even know how much crazier things are up there. And I believe there are plenty. The single adjustable dampers usually adjust the rebound side more than compression. Compression, they have a smaller effect on it, but the rebound also have more of an effect on the actual car's handling. Don't ask me how that works. I don't know. It just makes it stiffer. That's all I can tell. So normally, if you buy one off the shelf, buy a Stance XR1 set off the shelf, they'll be coming with like standard valving if you want, more for comfort, more for street driving, to help sort out the noise and vibration and uncomfortable situations on the road. Whereas these have been custom valved for maximum performance. So I'll be suffering on the street, but at least I'll go that 2/10 faster on the racetrack, which is what I'm really looking for. One of the cool things about this set that is really different from what I've been used to on my TNs is that with these, you actually want them in the middle, because if you put it from full stiff, what I was told is that I would get brain damage. And so, which is really weird for me because on my current set of coilovers, I'm going to full stiff for the racetrack and full soft for the street. There's no in between. In between, it just feels sloppy. And even when it's on full stiff, it still feels less than ideal. Whereas with these, I've been specifically told to leave them like closer to the middle. That's where they're designed to work really well. It gives you that like 16 clicks of range so that you can slowly work your way around and find your sweet spot. But most likely it's going to be in the middle ground. There's probably a lot more to talk about. because Dave was on the phone with me for an hour and I maybe filmed like 4 minutes of actual talking. But yeah, I'd rather you guys go talk to the experts, because then again, I'm no expert and I really don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. I'm just reading off a sheet that he told me. But at the same time, this is something that's really cool for me, because these will allow me to not only dial in the car on specific weekends, but from one weekend to the next, I can take them off the car, tell Dave and tell Mike what I'm looking for in the car, and then they can take the shocks, go revalve it, and then ship it right back to me, and boom, I can put it on the car for the next event. So basically, these set of shocks can be constantly evolving. As the car is evolving with new mods, new tire setup, new wing, new aero, new driver maybe even, these shocks can be improved. And that's why I really appreciate Stance giving me this opportunity to become one of their sponsored drivers, because that gives me so much room to improve and to get better. One of the biggest gripe I've had in my car since the beginning of the season is just suspension setup. You've seen me go through 3 total sets of suspensions, from the original OEM sets to the CR with the Swift Springs, and then going to the TNs, and now finally moving up to a proper set of suspensions. I'm really excited to see what this is going to bring. Now, people are telling me like, hey, don't put them on for the winter, you're just ruining them. You know what, I'm going to put them on before the winter, take them off for the winter, and put them on again. Because I want to get these on the car as soon as I can and try it. Because in 2 weeks I've track day at Grattan, which is awesome. There will be a really good shakedown ground to see just what these babies can do. And yeah, that'll be it from me, I think. Again, thank you all very much for your continual support. It really means a lot to me to see you guys, cheering me on, telling me I'm a good driver, also telling me I'm crap sometimes. I appreciate that too. At the same time, I really appreciate Stance and what they're doing, giving me this opportunity to finally put some proper suspension on the car, because the S1000 is no doubt a great chassis, and I think, come on, with some proper suspensions. What I've been told is that these are worth a solid 2 seconds over the TNs. The other drivers who have switched from TNs to the Stance suspensions, 2 seconds. In 2 weeks, I think we'll be at Grattan and to shake them down, and I'll give you my first impression then. Thank you very much. See you there.